Hello, everyone. If you could let me know in the chat if you can see my desk and hear my voice, that would be great. Lindsay here, the Frugal Crafter, along with my husband, Jason.
Hello.
And we are going to have a fun Whimsy Wednesday art stream today. We are going to let the art dice pick our medium and topic. And then when we get kind of like the topic suggestions, I will go through the color cubes here and choose at random some options. And I thought it'd be kind of fun because this will give you different genres to paint. And the way that the new color cubes are is they are divided by genres, by different types of subjects. So I thought that would be kind of a fun way to use these to their advantage. If you have the old style color cubes, you can always go through, divide up your cubes, divide up your photos or palettes the way you want, and put tabs in them, put sticky notes or something to make them like this, so you don't have to purchase the new ones. But I do have a link to the color cube if anybody's interested. They make a wonderful Christmas gift for any artist or crafter on your list. And these dice are they're $20, but it's a really fun gift, a fun stocking stuffer for the holidays. And yeah, when you're stuck, you don't know what to paint, these are great. And Jason actually got me these. I did pull two dice out that I'm not going to add in because there's quite a few dice in here, quite a few options. I pulled out the ones that just had specific colors because I figure we'll be limited quite a bit with the media and the reference photo we're going for. Plus, there's palettes on the reference photo, so I took the color one out, and I also took this one out here that had some very specific subjects of like people or birds or reptiles. I thought that might be hard to find in the color cube. So why don't you give this a roll?
All at once, so you do them one at a time for the drama.
I can roll it all at once, and then we'll see what we can find with subjects.
You know.
Okay, we have modern, so that's a style. We'll paint whatever we do first in the modern style. Mountains for a subject. Markers and ink is the medium that we'll use. This also says still life portraiture, so we have mountains and still life or portraiture. That's interesting.
Mountains are pretty still.
A theme of love. Texture hard or rough. And transportation. Well, we've got some pretty.
Wow.
I don't know if I can work that all into one subject, but let's look at the color cube categories. Actually, why don't I give you a box, see if you find any, and I'll take a box. Let's see. Still life portrait. Let's see, mountains. I think there might even be a mountain category. Natural wonder. I'll just pull something at random and from natural wonder.
Ooh, I have a majestic mountains tab here. So
okay, perfect. Pull something random from majestic mountains. And I'll pull something from natural wonder. In natural wonder, I've got a bird. That's an interesting palette. Let's see, transportation. That would be really tricky. Let's see, maybe I
stick an old VW bus on top of your mountain. Then you get covered love too.
Oh, that's true. I think there probably is
foggy.
Okay. Yeah, just random. Just grab something at random. I'll just grab an enchanting landscape out at random. I painted that one before. Let's see. Transportation. I probably should have pre-vetted some of these. Can you pull out another majestic mountain at random? I'll pull it.
Do you really want it random? What are you looking for?
No, I want it. I want a few random things, and it's going to be modern and with markers. So that's going to be kind of challenging. Maybe we could do a few mountains.
Oh.
I feel like I just want to pull something at random. Another thing, a couple things.
These mountains have some bedrooms mixed in with them.
Really? Okay. Some random mountains. Okay. Got some random. Let's do a few different things. So I'm just gonna set these aside. Yeah, I guess maybe trying to do this many dice at once is a little tricky, but we've got markers. Markers are topic. Since I've got my Copics all together right here, I'll just grab those. And I'm gonna grab some
hot air balloon or a ski lift on a mountain here mentioned.
Oh.
Transportation.
Well, you know what? This is modern and modern abstract, or just what did it say? Modern. Oh, so I'm not really a modern artist, but we're gonna go for it and we're gonna see what we can do. I think I'll use my
What do you mean you're not modern? You're here, aren't you?
yeah, my style is very modern, I would say. I feel like I have to keep the dice out or I'm gonna forget what the themes are. Oh, look, we can finish maybe the last two sheets of this. Okay. I'm I'm kind of I'm kind of doubting my my plan here. Use my little sketchbook floozy template to
You don't think it's a bright idea anymore?
no, I'm kind of questioning myself. All right, I want to sketch on with a colored pencil. Yeah, I feel like I probably should have pre-rolled something and had had kind of a ringer.
Santa's sleigh.
All right, let me just.
Transportation.
Oh yeah, that's a good one. I'm gonna start by making a little border here, making a cell. Okay. And let's go with this guy here. I'm just gonna sketch it in. I don't know, would you sketch it if you're being modern? Actually, this could be quite modern, I think. Mountain range. Okay, it's kind of a dystopian and void. There's kind of a void there. I'm gonna zoom in a little bit more. There we go. Okay. Oh, let's see. I'm gonna start with something dark. This is a Antwerp blue Copic marker. Well, you know what? I've been meaning to get back to these Copics because I had Copic sent me some markers last year, and I was wondering, and they were all pretty good, but I was kind of wondering if the markers were going to stand the test of time because I've heard some rumors of the new markers not holding up so well, like drying out. So we'll see if we get any dry ones. Of course, some of these are older, so I don't even know. I don't even know what's what. I don't know what's what. Use the chisel edge to get some kind of mountainy shapes here.
Michelle has arrived.
Oh, hey! How's it going? My Airstream friend. I think this might look kind of modern just because, well, you know what? I'm just kind of letting it go. Let's take some light orange. Orange and blue look great together, I think. They're complementary colors. If you have any questions, go ahead and write the word question in all caps, and Jason can relay them to me. I will answer them if I can.
Is this the same lighting you usually have set up?
You know what? I think,
Somebody was saying it was a little gray, but
uh, you know what? It's probably because I don't have the black mat underneath, and I bet the camera is overcompensating for that. It looks bright on my screen, but
yes, I thought so too. But
throw something black. Maybe if I throw this watercolor tin in here, it'll be enough to trick the sensors on the camera to make it a little bit brighter. Does that help? Let me know. Also, there's a light on my camera I can use. Is it this button? Which of the buttons does the light? There we go. See if that helps. I just turned the light on. I think I did.
yeah,
Did
I could see it going on the
Okay.
screen too. You might need to adjust at home. That's just about as bright as we get here. It's nice and bright here.
Yeah, if I do too bright, then it will just wash everything out. I'm just keeping the colors I use over here so I don't lose them. I'm gonna go with a little bit. I'll do pale yellow. The nice thing about the cards, now I'm not going exactly with what I see there, what I see on the palette, but the nice thing is it does kind of push you. Like I would never have selected this card to sketch from. And so that's kind of fun. That's kind of fun because I'm doing something different. And that's what I wanted to do. I had a couple oil paintings I've been working on, and I felt like I just wanted to do something kind of a bit more breezy. Great thing about this being the modern scheme is that I don't have to worry about it looking like mountains. It ends up going a little sideways. I think let's try some light blue. Let's try this powder blue color in the sky. This is all sky here in case it's not obvious, which this is actually feeling kind of dry, this one here. Lighter colors tend to anyway, with alcohol markers in general. Fill our water with this powder blue color. Anybody wrapping the presents while they're watching today? Gotta do that. I haven't wrapped a single thing yet. I think I want to find kind of like a mossy green color. Well, let's try this verdigris. This is nice and dark too. This might be our darkest value. Anything going on in the chat, Jason?
People are chatting.
You can keep me up with the gossip if anything good's going on. I can listen and draw. Any good tea?
It's a good set of pastel markers you can recommend.
I would go for either the two pastel sets of 48. They have one called Blossom, one called Sweetness. Or you can get the set of two as a set of 98. And Artex also has a set that's really nice. Actually, the Artex, if you want more true pastels, the Artex set of, I think it's 60. The Artex Oros is a brush. It's a brush marker that has more cleaner, like less muted pastels, and the Uhuhu ones has more like pastels that have some grays, muted tones too. So it really depends on what you like, but those are both good choices and quite affordable. Bring some of that into the water as well. I think I might do some fine line to really kind of bring in the modern feel. This is what we call the bad pancake of the day. The piece of artwork that you kind of warm up on. It's not your favorite. It's not the best piece of artwork, but it's better than not making any artwork, and
Still edible.
it's still edible. It's a little burnt, a little crusty on the edges.
Pancakes.
Oh, they would be good, wouldn't they?
Yeah.
Should have pancakes for lunch. I haven't had lunch yet. Have you? Let's have pancakes.
I had brunch. I had eggs for brunch.
Oh, bring that, make a kind of a zigzaggy composition in here. All right, I'm gonna grab a marker, I think, and maybe give this a little sky here. I think I might want to roll again, honestly. I think I like these options. Let's get a little more swirliness into the sky. It's modern after all. And yes, let me grab a fine liner. Is it the big one? No, it's a tiny one. Let's grab this one. Well, actually, I love these pens. These are they have a flexible nib, so you can get a little bit more what do I want to say?
Flex.
A little flex, yeah. A little more variation, line variation. So I'm just gonna do some scribbly lines, add some like scrubby details in the foreground. This definitely has a bit of a graffiti flair to it, so I guess that's kind of modern. Bless you. Since somebody mentioned Santa's sleigh, I will put Santa flying through this area on his way to deliver toys to all the good girls and boys. Actually, I don't hate this, to be honest. All right, can I draw Santa's sled from memory? I will try. I really don't know. I think I can. It's just gonna be a silhouette, so I think we can hack it.
You gotta draw the reindeer too.
Oh yeah.
You can do the sleigh.
I know. I know how sleighs work. I know they're not just floating up there on the spirit of Christmas. They gotta have the labor of deer and elves.
Did you tell everyone about your deer? Your new deer?
Oh, so I mentioned Sat Chat how I ordered those deer busts from Michael's and they came shattered. Well, Mr. Frugal put them together for me. So and they're beautiful. He was able to glue them all up with a Beacon 527 glue.
Yeah. I still think they're weird looking.
Yeah, because they're kind of a deer face on a man's shoulders.
They're were-deer.
They're were-deer. And we've got kind of a very kitschy display going on because then I also ordered these beautiful this beautiful ball garland that I saw in store and they arrived either yesterday or the day before yesterday and I've got that going and I think that is just delightful. Okay, so here we go. Deer. So I'm going to start off just by making little ovals for the deer bodies. These will be Santa reindeer, not were-deer. Actually, it didn't even occur to me that it was a man, it was like a human, it was a human.
It was a were-deer.
Were-deer until you mentioned that. You're like, oh, because also when I showed you them, I was like, what do you think of these? I wasn't saying they're for a Christmas decoration.
Right. Nothing was said about reindeer. It was just looked like a standing up deer.
They also had deer butlers at Michael's in the Gothic Christmas in the all black stuff.
Deer what?
Deer butlers.
Oh, right. You told me about that.
Right, they're like a deer, a full body of a human with a deer head holding a tray.
See?
That you put your hors d'oeuvres on.
Were-deer.
Do you think they like bite you and turn you into a
Yes.
a were-deer? I don't know what this. Okay, so there's 8 reindeer and then there's 1 Rudolph. There's 9 reindeer in all, right?
If you want to do Rudolph.
I think I do. Okay, so this will be better though, because I will distract with all the random shapes here. So,
That's really nice.
oh, thanks, hon. Okay, we got Rudolph out front. We'll put the time in Rudolph.
Wonder where that photo's taken.
I don't know. So, are all the deer boys? They all have reindeer antlers?
Good question.
Well,
They get portrayed all kinds of different ways.
yeah. What did the girl deer do when the boy deer were all out pulling the sleigh? I wonder. Okay, let me go. I'll go with peach because it's the closest thing to red that I've used. So we'll do a little nose. Oh, you know what? I'll get out my Stella pen or a sparkle pen or something, and I could put little magical stink lines going off of our sleigh.
Stink lines.
Oh, these are actually. This is a golden gel pen. It's a little too opaque. Where's my Stella pen? Oh, it might be in my Christmas stuff. Everything's been a bit of a madhouse here since Christmas, since the Christmas thing last week.
There's a lot of piles.
There's a lot of piles, but I really do want some sparkle. Can you back up a little bit? I think I have a sparkle pen down here. Ah, this will work. And it's water-based, so it shouldn't bother. This one's like a water brush with sparkle in it. I actually need to find those because I'm teaching a class at the library tomorrow, and I'm gonna either have to bring that or some iridescent medium for people to add sparkle to their paintings. All right, let's see. Let me squeeze it off of my mat here, see if I can get it going. There we go, a little bit of sparkle. Oh, should make sure that ink is dry. Oh, just dry that out there a little bit. All right, so got one done.
Turned out Christmassy. Who knew?
Yeah, okay. I think I want to roll again. I'll put these aside. All right, I got a landscape. I've got a man-made object. I guess I didn't probably put enough love in that one. I've got hard rough. I've got watercolor for the medium, modern, and flowers. I keep getting modern. So let's see. A landscape with flowers. You see if you can find a category that might have that sort of thing. I got petals and blooms. I'll grab something from petals and blooms.
Floral arrangements over here.
Let's see, what was the other thing? Man-made object. Architecture. Grab something from the architecture folder. Landscape. Ooh. Oh, that's very flowery. Throw it on the pile. Let's see, what was the other one? Man-made object, landscape. We can grab a landscape one. Enchanting landscapes. We'll grab the enchanting landscape. Oh, that's nice.
Man-made vase.
Oh yeah, that's got flowers and man-made vase. Okay, I like that. All right, watercolor. Watercolor. So let's just move this away. Put those away later. And we may get back to you, Copics. Who knows what the luck of the draw will be next time. I'm going to grab my closest watercolor palette, which is actually right here, which contains Paul Rubens' basic set of 24, which is still a fantastic product to go for if you're looking for watercolors. And also I have some Daniel Smith watercolor sticks in there, which are really a good buy if you're looking for a better price on things. And also, Daniel Smith, any of the Primatech colors, I highly recommend getting them in the sticks because they re-wet better and they're cheaper. So 2 reasons to go for that. All right. I don't know if I'll do a full page, but let's see. Let's see. What inspires me out of this? Oh, that's a man-made object in a flower. I like that. So let's just go with that. Let's go with watercolor. Let's see what we can create. I'm going to stick with this orange pencil because why not? Is this freeing? Oh, I kind of shouldn't have started that up so high. Oh well. We're drawing already. Oh, this is very simple. I could erase it. I want to do that. What was the style? Style was modern again. Man. Okay. Actually,
Well,
that,
you've already established you're going to cheat, so you can roll that again if you wanted to. Just roll it again.
okay, let's roll it again. Let's just see.
You know you want to.
Realism. I don't know. I like modern. Modern fine. I don't know if I should be sketching on
Sound
work.
like you do.
I do. I like all sorts of things. Actually, that's where I come in. That's where I have problems with like the Christmas decorating because I like so many different styles that it's hard for me to put something together because I like too many styles. But I think the style we have going right now in the living room is kind of like a kitschy style, and I really like our were deer and our pink and green baubles, and we also have the gnomes that your mother had painted, the ceramic dwarf, seven dwarfs.
Yeah.
And so we've got a very interesting eclectic. I think eclectic, that's the style that I like. A very eclectic style going. All right, I'm not gonna draw the flowers because we can just wing that. Oh, I have some new brushes to try though. I'm just gonna go grab those because they'll be fun. I got a new set of brushes from Famui. They are just crushing it with lots of things I want to have these days. Oh, we got a nice big filbert. I haven't even washed the sizing out of these, so hopefully they're not too sized, but they're a synthetic squirrel, which is the type of brush I like because they hold a lot of water and no animals are harmed. And I find with watercolor, they hold up quite well, I think. Let's get a dagger going. Let's soak that in water. Soften up. Let's get around because you can't go wrong with them. Look at the size of that. Another 14 round. This set I think is around $24. Oh yeah, if you could help.
They start out that stiff usually.
Yeah, they come with size. They come with this glue in them, so they are protected in travel. They also have little caps on them. Yeah, if you could get those going, and I'll get this all. I'll use this cat's tongue. This is a lot of good. This is a way to get you through the review pile here. And I want to grab a smaller one. I don't think I want the really small ones out right now. Okay, once I came to that realization, I should have you working those, getting those going for me. I'll take the big flat right now, and
It's pretty stiff.
yeah.
They're starting to go. They're starting to give.
There we go. Yeah. Okay. Let's see. This is an interesting color palette, but you know what? I think I'll because I'm not that crazy. I like that. Let's do that color palette. Yeah, let's do that. That's kind of fun. So let's see. I'm gonna start off with some yellow. Just gonna throw some in there. Actually, I kind of feel like I want to be a little bit hotter.
You can't now.
I can do what I want to do. Tell me what I can do.
I can tell you the dice told you.
The dice are suggestions. I haven't used this palette.
May or may not follow.
I haven't used this palette in ages. A little spray with those baby up. I haven't used watercolor in a while either. Get some color going here. And let's use a nice bright pink in here. Great pink. Great. Use that. Let's see. Maybe I will keep the vase white and paint around it. I did get it a little bit wet already, so I'll have to block that. Oh, there's some really pretty kind of like purpley colors. This paper here is Meeden. It is 100% cotton. It's a really beautiful paper. I kind of hope that I'm not wasting it. But, it's the only wasted stuff is the stuff you don't use, really, I think. Oh, let's get some of this soda light genuine. I'll go some nice texture there. I think what I'll do is get something in the background and then dry the area that I want to do the flowers. Take a watercolor pencil and sketch the flowers in. We can use that nice hot pink color that's on this palette there. And I have my watercolor pencils, a bunch of them in a little curly thing. We can sketch this one. Okay, so we're gonna put some carnations in here. Although I could even use some tulips if I want to, but let's see how the carnations. That way I don't have to dry it because I can use the advantage of having the wet paper to really grab that color off of my pencil here. Okay, actually, you know what? I think I'm kind of going modern with this. Sometimes you just gotta let your head, wrap around the idea. Whatever gets the brush moving, really, at the end of the day. Okay, I like that. Okay, let's get a green. Maybe some darker green. Whatever you sketch on wet paper with a watercolor pencil those lines are going to remain. They're not going to wash out. So just be deliberate when you do those. All right, let's do something with the base. Let's see how our brushes are nice and soft now. Yeah. Let's see. I'll use a cat's tongue brush. Let me see I was gonna keep the base white, but now I'm thinking that's kind of boring. Maybe we'll do. Well, even if we keep it white, we still need a shadow. So maybe we'll just do that. So let's see. Our light seems to be coming in from this side. So shadow will be on this side over here. Let's do some of that soda light color. Maybe a little bit of the cobalt teal, I mean. Also on the inside of the base on the opposite side, because that will be darker. You just do a little blush of yellow. Oops, I'm off the thing.
Sorry, what's the brand of those brushes again?
Fumui.
Fumui.
They have a store on Amazon, and they also have a website, and sometimes it's cheaper on the website because I have a coupon code. Um, and if you look on the video, the review I did of the dual-ended brushes, there's a coupon code there, so it might be cheaper for you to go to their site and order them and use a coupon code. But I will update this the video description when we're done with all the products that we used. Okay.
Was that the double U's, FUUMUUI?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep, that's what it looks like. They're big brushes too, so if you lack large brushes in your stash, that might be a good option. I want to do some spattering. Let's see how this spatters. I think it will do pretty well because my precious color cubes, though, I don't want to splatter those.
My eye.
Close your eyes, honey. Get your safety glasses on in here. Anytime you're in the basement, you have your safety glasses on.
Oh.
And shoes.
Kids Tell the kids.
Oh my gosh, kids like to come down here without shoes. It's like, come on, you need shoes on. Could be sewing pins, or could be X-Acto knife blades. All right, I want to do something with the flowers and make them a little bit more punchy. I'm gonna stick with this. Actually, let's try the dagger out. It's pretty big. I generally don't like a dagger with a synthetic squirrel. I like them with a golden tackle-on because they're so floppy. But we'll give this a try because we have it, and I'm sure some of you guys are curious about it. I think these are really more designed for larger paintings. If you do mostly small stuff, these might be a little too big and floppy for that style of working, but let's do some carnations. I've got like a madder red here and add a little mauve to it. Just kind of getting where the flowers are packed in tightly there. And they're all going to be this mauve color instead of the white and peach that are there because I'm going with the colors on one of the other palettes. I'm going to add some water to that, dilute it. Yeah, I think this is probably a little bit too big for this. What about putting a little bit in the base? I'll go with a smaller brush because that one's it's just too much bristle for what we're trying to do here. Exactly what we're trying to do here, but we're going to be free. We're going to be free with our supplies and have a good time. I want to add something else to this. So I think I'll roll the dice and see what other media comes up. So actually, I'll give you the dice to roll so that you'll know there's no funny business. And I will dry this with my heat tool while you're while you're doing the dice. And then
Just the one?
yeah, just roll like I wanted media. Markers, ink. Okay, we can use markers on this. Actually, give it one more roll because I want to. No, I'm gonna use markers. Like, give me one more roll because I feel like I need something else besides ink. Charcoal. Okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Didn't really roll it, but you have any charcoal handy?
I have charcoal pencils right over there.
Well, where's all within reach?
Oh, well, I made sure I had the options that were on that pretty much within reach.
Oh,
So I wouldn't be sending you to the room of horror to lose you for 2 days trying to find something because it's going to be scary in there. It's actually a little scary right now because I've got Christmas stuff going on in there. All right, so these are charcoal pencils by Conte, and I think those will actually be really good for this, I think. And it's so funny because we're taking this such dainty pastel thing and we're going with some such crazy bright colors. Let me start with the white charcoal pencil here. I hope it's dry enough. Oh, that's not even showing up. Oh shoot, that's not showing up at all. Let's try a black. One of these is probably softer than the others. 3B, maybe this one is. Throw some lines in here that are a little bit more. A little bit more defined. I'll be able to smudge this out a bit too. Pretty rough paper though. Grab a smudgy tool for that little tiny little space. That's my off camera.
that's a smudgy tool.
Yep.
That's what it's called.
It was actually called the Baton Blender because it's a Jane Davenport smudgy tool and she has fancy names for everything. An eyeshadow applicator would work just fine. Disappointed this white doesn't want to show up. You can kind of smudge it into the black.
I didn't know there was such thing as white charcoal.
Yeah, it's basically chalk, but you know, good branding.
Can you explain what Gamsol is and its use?
Gamsol is an odorless mineral spirit. It is you use it to dissolve colored pencil if you want. Clean your brushes if you're, oil painting. Um, Mainly it's used for cleaning brushes or for thinning your first layers of oil paint. But a lot of colored pencil artists use it to dissolve the colored pencils so they kind of behave like watercolor pencils. You can do that and then restore the tooth of your paper so that um, it'll take more products. Let's see. So we had markers and ink. Let's see. Oh, I have these. Speaking of Jane Davenport, I have her paint pens here. I don't use them nearly enough, especially considering that they live right on the turntable next to my desk. This one I think has sparkles in it. Maybe it doesn't. I don't know. I think it might. I don't know. But we're almost done this one, I think. Definitely modern. Or definitely abstract. Oh, I can use this on top of the charcoal and dissolve the charcoal a little bit and then get it this like beautiful mauvey black color. She's ready to go here. That's not the name of this because it's very juicy. Okay, done. Let's roll one more time. What are we at? Oh, yes. Roll one more time, create one more artwork, and let's see what we end up using. What do you think of that one?
It's cute.
It's something that didn't exist before.
That's right. It's art.
It's art. Throw them on the floor. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Do you think we should roll so many?
Well, yeah, I think you should, yeah, maybe narrow your choices a little bit, or narrow your, what do you want to have random and what do you not?
I wanted to pick my media.
That's all you want.
Maybe that's what I should do. Maybe I'll just
You don't
take a
want to
few
take the style out of
cards.
there.
Yeah, take the style out of there.
You don't,
Maybe I should roll the media and then just pick a few cards at random, or have you pick a few cards at random, and then I will choose out of the ones you've picked out at random. How about that?
okay.
All right, choose me 5 cards at random, and I'm gonna roll
Whatever category.
Whatever category.
All right, I'm gonna go really random.
Oh yes,
I'm not looking.
Don't look. I could pick up. You know what? I could add the color. I'll add the color dice in there too for my dominant color. There's so many ways to use these things. I actually saw this is from the Two Tumbleweeds brand, and I think they're the people that invented the art dice. And I did link to those, but I saw another one that had like these like more sided dies. I don't know if it's 10 or 20 sided dies, and so even more options. All right, I'm gonna roll. We've got ink and markers again, and we got black and white. Seriously? We're gonna have to pop a color on that, I think. Sometimes though, it can help you decide because if you roll something and you're like, ugh, then you know what you really want to work with, and then that can help you decide. 'Cause sometimes you're just like, I don't know what I want to work with. But if you roll it and you're like, ugh, don't want to do that.
Help you rule things out.
Help you roll things out. Black and white though, I could grab my favorite grayscale markers. It's funny, I was looking through my recent videos to see what was performing well and what was totally stinking up the place. And all my tutorials were stinking up the place, and the reviews were performing well. And I had but I did have one review that was not performing well. And it was a review of these markers. It's actually a comparison of all my grayscale markers. And these markers are the ones I recommended because they're just they're so logically laid out and they're such a great set. So I'm gonna use them because I don't know what was wrong, why people didn't like resonate with that. Keep that on there. Hopefully that'll make the
Card.
Okay, let's see.
Mostly random.
All right. Gotta get these brushes out of the way because water on my marker paper. I already got some on that side. All right. Oh, we got an interior. That's interesting. We've got a night scene that's you kind of want to like zoom in. You got people there with umbrellas. That's kind of cool. Oh, we got a phone. We got an eagle. Guys, you're gonna help robots. Oh, we're doing robots.
How often do you do robots?
Hardly ever. I think the last time I painted a robot was several years ago. I was doing like an oil painting a day challenge. All right, let's just go. Let's just dive right in with the markers. I'm gonna just choose the cool grays. These are some nice markers. If you look at my Battle of Gray marker video, they're on there, but I will also add a link to that when we're done, if you don't feel like going to that video, but they were on my gift guide list. Could have had a better case. All right, I'm gonna just use the cool grays. I'll start with sketching in with a cool gray. I don't think the one will show up. I'll start with a 4. Could you pull out all the cool grays for me and put them in the lid of this box?
You're not going to trust me to do that.
Yeah, I trust you to do that. They say cool gray or warm gray on it. You can do this.
Oh, they say it.
Yes.
Okay, I can read. Sure.
Okay, do I want to do a little box? Maybe I'll trace the card, and that will give me a good. No, I'll use my template. No, I have like no space to work. I have already completely got water on my thing somehow.
I don't know how many times you explain warm and cool colors to me, and it just doesn't sink in.
Well, I think it takes a bit to train your eyes to see them as well, to see the undertones. Actually, maybe I'll go the full length because this is a rectangular card.
What were the pencils that were the earthy tones you were using doing the floral?
They were.
Or are those the charcoal ones?
Yes, the Conte, they're Conte. I'll grab the lid. The artwork might be different on it now. Conte Studio, what's it called? Studio. I'm just trying to think if there's an English name on it. But it's an older set. I recently bought them, but it was an older set. It was from my sister's shop, and they really haven't been open. But yeah, just Conte of Paris sketch set of 12. I've seen them on Amazon before. Blick should have them. I'll find a link after the stream. I'll go through and link everything up. Okay. Let's see. Let's just go in and sketch with a marker. I'm going to sketch with a chisel end because I think for the robot, something like that, we're going to want to be really blocky. Hopefully that shows up. Yeah, that shows up just fine. I'll ink it after. I tend to ink at the end.
You'll have an unpainted robot. Look more metallic.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
That's kind of fun about these cards is that like if I'm stuck and I just grab a card and draw something, it's kind of like because how I like to do the challenges on Instagram because it's not precious. It's not like one of my reference photos where I want it to be perfect or I've got something in mind. I've built it up in my head to be uh, bigger than it is. It's something that's a little bit more just for fun. But you don't have to have these color cubes to do that. You can definitely just like look for palettes on Pinterest or on Sarah's Instagram account. She does all kinds of free ones.
Go take your own pictures, good job.
Oh, sure. And there's like websites. I think Palette Seeds might want them. There was some website that would generate the palettes for you too if you had photos that you wanted to make like a palette to go with them. If you wanted some like color assistance. Oops. That's just water. Because they are pricey. This is really fun to draw. which is funny because I tend to draw more organic things. Wonder where this photo was taken. It's like a little robot shop. Let me get her feet. And this guy back there. Right, in another room over here. I'm gonna spread them out a little bit because they have all this room. So what's so great about a sketchbook? You can have so many random little drawings together. This set of gray markers too. If you're looking to buy um, something for somebody that wants to get started in markers, but like the larger sets are out of your budget, this is a great set because even if they have other markers like in colors, having a full grayscale set where the numbers are logically done uh, is really wonderful. Because like the Ohuhus are really popular too. They're probably getting as popular as Copic these days, and but the way they name their grays is really it's not very logical. Oh, we've got a big E coming out of the sky. I forgot to sketch. So that would just help somebody learn a lot better, I think. And it wouldn't bust the budget. And if somebody wants to go and get them a large set of colors, then it would go with the other things they already have. I want to pinch and zoom. I can't really tell what's going on there. Okay, so I think what I'll do first is um, I'll add in a background. So let's go in with the cool gray pen, which is my darkest color. Let's get that in the background to kind of make these guys pop. The marker pad I'm using here is the Ohuhu marker pad. I really like it. I've got like one page left after this. So for someone who has as many sketchbooks as I do, to have a marker pad that I've almost used up is pretty impressive. And this is not the bleed proof one, so it does bleed to the back side, but it's easier to work on than the bleed proof one. Bleed proof paper is difficult to blend on, and the color shifts as you're working, so it can be a little confusing, a little harder to learn.
Well, I think you should do more in the more robot business. You do a nice job with those. Those are cool looking.
Oh, I thought you meant squeeze more robots into this picture. You mean just more robots in general?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You don't do enough robots,
I
I'm
don't.
saying.
Yeah. Maybe I should do a still life with our freaky weird deer. And take a picture of that, put it on Instagram of the mantle because I'm not somebody who has a really strong knack for decor. And I think that's like I'm so impressed with how the mantle looks.
It's a nice yeah, it's a nice mishmash of things.
Yeah, it's
They look nice
eclectic.
together.
It's eclectic on purpose. It doesn't look like it's a mistake though.
Right.
Like a lot of times when I set out to do something, it's eclectic, all right, but it doesn't. It looks like it's a mistake, or it's like who let the 7-year-old decorate Remember, if you have any questions as we're going along, put the word question in all caps and then type the question as regular upper lower so it doesn't, the moderators usually do a great job at addressing questions, but if it's something for me, Jason will send it my way. I may have some streaks, some lines in here. I'm not going to worry about them too much because this is just more for fun. And I probably will go into some black pen and white gel pen towards the end. Let's see, is that yeah, I made space between. So I think can you smell these markers at all?
I don't think so.
People are always asking how
I guess I'm
how
smelling
smelly
that
they are.
pretty mild though. I mean, I got one under my nose and I can
Yeah, I don't find
just
them to
smell
be.
it a
I
little.
don't find them to be very strong, but I also think that I probably burnt out a lot of the sensors that deal with chemical odors. I feel like I need to take and make another dice and like write some of the other supplies that I have because these are all pretty like basic supplies, and I've got some more um, eccentric supplies.
Let me make you a cube.
Yeah, we need a couple. We need a couple more. So I can get everything into the rotation because you forget about stuff, review as many things. Okay. Oh, well, and add it with the smart color. I think I'll go through and add my darkest shadows.
Angela said you could grab wood dice cubes at the tree and make your own.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah.
Didn't know those existed.
Oh, yeah. You can get little craft shapes. I know the Dollar Tree had them. I'm just going in and putting in my darkest shadows. To do the darkest shadows first, just because I feel like it gives me a good value range. So then I don't fret and fuss too much. Like working, I don't like to work light to dark because it seems to take a lot longer. Some of these lines I should probably save for the pen. This one in the back I can't really see very well, so I've got to take some liberties. But robots tend to be kind of symmetrical, so if you do something to one side, just do it on the other. It's kind of nice because you can be very ad-libby with it. Like this, I don't know why I gave this guy a waist. I can't even see half of him. Drink of tea. It's probably cold now. I should bring my wax warmer for like wax melts over here. I could put my teacup on it. Let's see, that was a 10. Let's go with 7.
It's kind of making me think of the Craftsman.
It's kind of remind me of like the on Doctor Who, the cyber, what are they called? Cybermen?
That
Cybermen?
can't be it.
Why can't it be it?
Cybermen?
Cybermen? What are they called? Somebody, some Whovian out there, let me know. What are they called? The Cybermen?
That's a lazy name.
What are they called? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I haven't watched Doctor Who in a long
Are they
time.
robots?
Yes. Well, they're robots, but I think they may have some like they might be a
Daleks.
high. No, Daleks are the ones that are like the ones that are
Miriam says there's Cybermen and Daleks. So
okay. Yeah, so Cybermen. The Daleks are the ones that look like a cone and they go exterminate.
oh, exterminators.
Exterminators. The Cybermen were bad guys too, as I recall. Gosh, it's been so long. They're probably coming out with a Christmas special. They usually have a good Christmas special every year, but I have kind of was really into Doctor Who for a while. Actually, my mug is a Doctor Who mug. I can't show you without spilling my tea. I can't remember what their deal was, why they didn't like the Doctor, but
So they were programmed.
true, that's right. Robots don't really decide who they hate. They have to be taught to hate. Oh, what we could learn from robots.
Remember the movie Robots? I used to
Yeah.
watch that with the kids a lot.
Aw. I haven't seen that in ages.
No.
I don't even know if we still have it. We gave it away. It had the actress I like, the funny one.
Oh yeah,
Oh,
that one.
what's her? Oh, she's so funny. She's on Legally Blonde. She's a blonde. She's
Reese Witherspoon.
no. She was also on The White Lotus. She's very silly. Jennifer Coolidge.
Okay. She was in Robots?
Yeah, she played Aunt Fanny.
Okay.
I'm pretty sure she voiced Aunt Fanny.
Wow.
Just doing some streaks here because I really can't tell what's going on back there. You really have to pay attention to value. Get that away. I can't move my hand.
I like those. They look like they just haven't gone to the paint shop yet.
Usually when somebody has an issue with their painting, um, or their artwork, it's usually not like a problem with the drawing. It's usually a problem with their values not being dark enough. Just in my experience of like people in critique club and stuff when I'm critiquing artwork, it's like you just got to keep going, go darker, a little more contrast. But people are afraid to do it, so I like to do the darks first because if you get the darks in first, there's less to be afraid of because you've already done the scary part. If you're gonna ruin something, ruin it right off the bat, you know. Let's find something kind of in the middle. This is a 7, so I'm gonna go for something bolder, I think. You can erase if you need to push a line back. You can take the clear blender and you can erase for a very, very light color. I could go with like a cool gray 0, which is going to be really light, and I need to lighten up something that can kind of push the ink back. I have any areas that need that, just like kind of a subtle lightening. All right, I'm going to go in with a pen and sharpen up some lines with a black pen. Then I'll go in with a white gel pen and add some shiny spots. So let's see. I don't want it to be too fine. I'm thinking I want like a 3 because I think I had it earlier, but I probably put it away. Here we go. And this is for some details. This isn't too bad for a quick sketch, I don't think.
They're adorable.
They're adorable till they come and get you. Because they've been programmed by some evil entity. Use a little circle template if you want to have things a little bit more perfect, but Once you get something perfect somewhere, like in one area, then you gotta have it perfect everywhere or it looks off, so I'd rather just have it a little bit wonky everywhere.
Well, no one could have predicted what you were gonna be working on today.
Not even me, especially not me. Might need more like a darker tone. I'll like wash over the sky because if I want to do highlights, they're not going to show up very well in that light gray. This should be fun to get some detail on. This guy in back looks a little scary, you know, he's got a face. Boy, people in the 50s would think by now we would have robot maids. All we have now is robot vacuums. Hmm. I think once I put the pops of white on there, they're really gonna look like robots. Just want a little bit more on that one though. Let's see, cool grade 3. Let's give this a nice extra little. You can glaze and build up your colors with markers, so it doesn't like it when you put a new coat on, it just adds on top of everything you have, so it doesn't get rid of all your other values. He's kind of the focal point guy, so I want him to be his highlights to show up a little bit more. All right, I'm gonna give that a quick dry. Last call for questions because after I have the white highlights on here, I think we're gonna be done. Have room for another little sketch up there at some point. I've been thinking about pancakes since we talked about that earlier, and I'm getting hungry for lunch. I'm gonna get out my favorite white gel pens, the Blue Tigers, that are the pens to beat them all. It was funny. I was watching Caution Artist Step Play her yearly wrap up, her favorite products, and she had the Blue Tiger. She had the gel pens on there. Well, she had the first iteration because I found some and I bought them, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you guys, these are awesome. And then they sold out, and then I found the Blue Tigers, which are the same thing. And I think they've gone out of stock once, but I do believe they're back in. Look how nice and bright that is. Hoping that I can get enough contrast in it, enough shine there. So
What's in those pens?
I don't know. I don't think it's acrylic because if I go to brush over it with varnish, if I scrub at it, it lifts up. So I don't know. It's almost like it kind of reminds me of like a gouache type of ink, but I don't know. But they don't clog like jelly rolls have clogged on me and stuff, or the Uniball Signos, which is what I used to recommend. I mean, I still think they're fine. I still think they're pretty good, but I don't think they're as good as these.
Liquid magic, Karen said.
Yeah.
Is there a comparable white to Blue Tigers? Couldn't find them on the Canadian Amazon.
Try Panda Fly or Geth Pen.
Panda Fly.
Yep, I believe those are the same. These do take a bit to dry too, so just I should have started here and worked over because I'm afraid I'm gonna smear.
Let's frame it.
And tear it out of my sketchbook. Oh, I'll have to do a canvas painting.
Scan it, put it on products.
What sort of products do you think would sell with
Coffee mugs and such.
All the kitschy nerds out there. I think I need to fill it. I don't know why I had that. Why I left that light. Sure, I had a reason at the time. Totally have this hand off center. Maybe I can make it a little bit thicker. There we go. I think that's all right. All right. Not too bad. We did 3 artworks in an hour and a half. We used some supplies.
Rolled some dice.
Rolled some dice. We rolled some dice. Didn't lose any money. How often can you say that? And there we have it. Thank you guys so much for joining us today. Was there any questions before we left?
Nope.
All right. I hope you have a wonderful week. It feels like Friday. I feel like it should be the weekend. I don't know why. It's we're home all the time, but it just feels like yeah, I've done enough this week. Feels like it should be time to rest. But anyway, thank you so much for joining us today. Please leave a thumbs up before you go. And if you check back in about 20 minutes or so, I should have the video description updated with the supplies I used. I do have the color cubes and the art dice linked up if you want those exact things. But otherwise, dig into your stash and use what you have. Thanks for watching. Until next time, happy crafting. Bye.